Hey guys, welcome back to Lovin' It on Phuket. This video is going to show you what the day before the state of emergency was like here in Bangkok. It's also going to show you what the current conditions are stated by the government. The COVID-19 virus has hit the world hard, and Thailand has been no exception. With the announcement of closures of non-essential services, many people have crowded local shops and supermarkets trying to stock up on essentials. The sad thing about this is these stores will remain open, and by hoard shopping and causing large crowds, the customers are creating an environment we have all been told to avoid. All over Bangkok and the rest of the country, dry and canned goods are constantly being sold out. This includes rice, noodles, and canned fruit. On Tuesday, just a few days ago, the Thai Prime Minister, Prayut Chan-o-cha, announced that as of March 26, 2020, the country would be in a state of emergency. This allows the government to make quick decisions and restrictions to ensure the safety of the people without having to deal with any political opposition. The Prime Minister has stated that he will use the power, if needed, to stop and punish the people abusing the situation, either for profit or hoard shopping. This also gives the government the power to take action on people posting and spreading fake news about the COVID-19 virus. Leading up to the day of enactment of state of emergency, many people were getting uneasy. There were many conflicting reports and quotes coming from the media. The Vice Prime Minister had stated if there was a curfew, it would be 24 hours a day. Political analysts were also weighing in with their opinions. The only thing anyone knew for sure is none of the restrictions that were going to be put into place were going to be announced until the day the SOE took effect. This created a fair amount of tension among the people, and all this guessing, and it was all just guessing, was not of any help. The evening before the enactment, I went for a walk in my area. I decided to head down to the local fresh market to get some odds and ends. Even though I'm always well stocked up with food and supplies, I just wanted to get some fresh produce and see what was going on in the neighborhood. Normally at 5 p.m. on a weekday, the streets around this area are packed with people and cars. Everyone coming home from work is going to get dinner or at least on their way home. Even though the streets look like they are busy, for this time of day they're empty. The fresh market area was no different. Vendors were open and had a lot of produce, fish, and meats. But there were very little customers. As strange as it seemed to have such an empty area in Bangkok, this was actually really good. This shows that the Thai people are doing their part, as asked by their government, to slow the spread of the COVID-19 virus in Thailand. By showing some social responsibility, even though it may be a little financially damaging and uncomfortable for them now, they are sparing themselves later. That night, I think, was one of the more difficult nights. Many people were wearing masks and trying to get on with their days, not knowing what tomorrow will be like. Everyone was constantly checking online for updates from trusted media outlets. Would there be a curfew? And if so, would they be allowed to get out and get essential services and goods? Would they still be able to travel if needed? How much more were their daily lives going to change? Would they be stuck alone? Was their business going to be okay? Was their livelihood going to be protected? How are they going to provide for their families? The next day came, and state of emergency was in effect, and the conditions so far are actually not that bad. Because the Thai people have been so compliant and listened to their government, there hasn't been a need to put into place many changes or restrictions on their daily lives. As shown in this infograph originally produced by the Australian Embassy, currently there is no curfew in effect at this time. They do, however, warn that large gatherings and sharing of fake news about the COVID-19 are against the law. The government is also warning that if people do not voluntarily stay home, they will enforce a strict curfew. The following will be closed or continue to be closed if it was already closed last week in the partial lockdown. Restaurants, including street food, shopping malls, markets and weekend markets. This is with the exceptions being made for takeaway and delivery from restaurants, supermarkets and food markets, drugstores, shops selling necessary items, and convenience stores. Other establishments that are closed with no exceptions are amusement parks, bowling lanes, gaming and internet shops, beauty salons, tattoo shops, golf courses, driving ranges, exhibition and convention centers, all educational institutions, cinemas, theaters, bars, pubs, nightclubs, swimming pools and similar services, health spas, animal spas, massage parlors, boxing stadiums, boxing schools, sports stadiums, gyms, and it's also safe to say anything else that is similar to any of these aforementioned establishments will be closed. So what's still open? Banks and financial institutions, hotels and hostels, fueling stations, delivery services, government agencies, ATMs, hospitals, clinics, pharmacies, factories, and postal services. Again, as mentioned in the exceptions for places closed, convenience stores, takeaway restaurants, food delivery, food markets, and shops selling necessary items will remain open as well. 9 Thai airlines have also confirmed that they are canceling domestic and international flights until the end of April. Borders are closed for foreigners wishing to come to the Kingdom of Thailand. If you need to keep up to date with changes being made, you should follow the Australian Embassy in Thailand. You can find them on Facebook under Australia in Thailand or on Twitter using the @AUSAMBBKK. Again, on Facebook, that's Australia in Thailand, or on Twitter, @AUSAMBBKK. A warning to foreigners that are in the country and risking an overstay. Thai immigration is not lifting the fines that are imposed on you if you overstay your visa. Immigration officers at Phuket Immigration suggest you get a letter from your embassy stating why you cannot go home and why you are stuck in the kingdom. Then they can assist you. Otherwise, you will be fined 500 baht per day to a maximum of 20,000 baht plus processing fees. You also risk being blacklisted and the possible chance of imprisonment. Again, Thai immigration is continuing to fine foreigners staying on overstays. If you overstay your visa, contact your embassy immediately. There is still a risk of a curfew being put into place. If the government does decide to enact a curfew, it will be with little or no warning, more than likely for 24 hours per day. We are all being asked to stay home in order to avoid this action. For the well-being of everyone, please follow these instructions. Thanks for watching Lovin' It on Phuket. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and enable notifications so you'll know when the next video is posted. In the meantime, check out some of these other great videos from Phuket, Thailand, Southeast Asia, and beyond. Happy traveling!